Live from two locations in America. America's pulmonary valve featuring America's aorta, or I might say our aorta because it's a Rocky. You see, the Hortas are rocket-based aliens. Rocky, how are you?
I'm doing all right, man.
Fantastic. And from the Marshawn Lynch Memorial Studios, Brian Cartwright.
Now, hold on. This can't be where I learned that Marshawn Lynch is dead. Marshawn Lynch is so sick. Is he really dead?
Okay. I'm happy to report that Marshawn Lynch is alive.
Oh, thank God. Love that guy.
I'm so happy that I'm not that man.
Thank you. Yeah.
Can we talk a little bit about the movie Bottoms for just like a second?
Sure, man. What do you want to talk about?
Man, fucking Marshawn Lynch at the Bottoms, right? Like,
I haven't seen it yet, but
what?
I haven't seen it.
Green
It's okay.
rectangle.
You can tell me about it. Like, it's cool.
Oh my God. Okay. All right. So basically, what Bottoms does is it takes the gay subtext of Fight Club.
Okay.
And it's like, okay, lol. What if the gay subtext of Fight Club was text?
Okay. Sure.
And now let's make the Fight Club a high school extracurricular activity, which requires a teacher who is a sponsor.
Jesus Christ, do they still call it Fight Club?
And they still call it Fight Club.
All right, cool. Let's go, I guess.
So they need a teacher who's like too fucked up with their own personal shit to really pay attention, right?
Okay.
And so that teacher is Marshawn Lynch, who is currently struggling through a divorce. And so when they go to Marshawn Lynch, he just doesn't even know what's happening.
Marshawn Lynch is the teacher in Bottoms?
Marshawn Lynch is the teacher.
That's fantastic. Okay,
it's
sure.
amazing. It's amazing. Like, he's so good.
I mean, he's actually a man of many talents. Like, you know, he was playing football, but like, Jesus Christ, he was out here doing stuff. He always had ideas, I think.
So, thing I wouldn't even fucking reckon, right, is that like Marshawn Lynch was apparently near the top of the list for the role of the teacher who sponsors the Fight Club.
Hell yeah.
And he got the script. He's like, what the fuck? He goes to his sister about it.
Uh-huh.
And his sister, who's like queer, was like, of course you take this role. This like is a big gay movie. Of course you take this role.
Hell
and so I was like, all right, yeah, no worries. And so he just fucking does it.
Hell yeah.
And he is so fucking funny in this movie.
He has actually really good comedic timing. I watched.
Oh my God, it's amazing.
There was this like, it was like a semi-reality show. It was something between like Shark Tank and like, what is so you think you've got talent? And basically like they had these entertainers show up and they would show their talent, and if Marshawn Lynch liked them, he would offer to like fund their act. And he would like kind of riff, you know, he didn't like punch down any of the entertainers or anything like that. It's not a Simon Cowell like production or anything, right. But like, he had jokes. It was a good time. I like the show. Can't remember what it's called right now though.
So like, he has this bit in the film which is like amazing, where he's like talking to the two girls who sponsored the lesbian Fight Club.
Okay.
And he's like, yo, I thought I was an ally, but you just did what all women did, which is tell me what's up, and then you pick out a mint backsplash in the kitchen, and then you leave me, and I'm just looking at that mint backsplash. Like, it's so good. And there's an alternate take in the credits because this movie is just so fire. Like, that they're able to do like a classic like 1970s Smokey and the Bandit like outtakes credits reel.
Okay.
And like there's an alternate take of the same scene where like Marshawn Lynch says to the girls like, "Yo, girls, I gotta let you know I'm dealing with the big D problem," and they're like, "What do you mean? What's the big D problem?" By the way, his character is supposed to be like getting divorced, and that's what makes him so distracted.
Right.
And his response is, "These nuts," and his delivery is just perfect. Like,
Oh, weird.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So if you want to see Marshawn Lynch say "D's nuts," please wait until the end of Bottoms, where he will deliver that line with mirth and joy.
I'm actually looking at his IMDb, and like he's been bouncing around a lot of stuff over the years. It looks like.
Homie showed up in fucking Westworld.
Yeah. He's actually apparently, according to his IMDb, he's been active since about 2013. So 10 years coming.
Yeah,
Just the
like
Bottoms.
I'm all for it. He has like he obviously has an understanding of the craft. He knows
Mhm.
what's fucking up. And like I said, like let's let him fucking get in there. Let's let him like chew the fat because like with Bottoms, he proved himself like an absolute top tier comic performer. His
Mhm.
performance in Bottoms is just amazing, amazing.
Hell yeah.
And it's a film that like embraces like weirdness and surrealism and bullshit,
Mhm.
and like clearly takes place in some kind of like weird alternate reality. And even though all of that is true, he's just like, yeah, whatever, and just like rolls with it like so effectively. Um, so I say like people with money, give this man a chance. Like he's got the goods. He's got the fucking goods.
I mean, if he's been in the business for a solid 10 years now, he's definitely getting jobs. He's getting calls. I'm not worried about Marshawn Lynch. Actually, you know what? I haven't been worried about Marshawn Lynch since the moment I learned that he didn't spend most of his like NFL salary over the course of his career. That he like pocket like 90% of his salary as like a world premiere running back, and didn't really blow it on anything, and then he retired quietly with like most of his money. I was like, Marshawn Lynch is going to be fine. I'm glad that he's getting into acting. I hope that makes him happy, but I'm pretty sure he's
Yeah,
going to be
yeah.
all right
Like
whatever he does.
there was I remember reading this like wonderful article on SportsIllustrated.com about like the hazing that rookies normally go through in the NFL,
Yeah.
where they're like required to do shit like buy other players like lobster dinners and do push-ups while the other players are like eating dinner and shit.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
and Marshawn Lynch was like, you know what? Fuck you, and just didn't go.
Yeah, that sounds like him, honestly. I mean, God, there's still, the iconic, like, he's at a press conference and they're trying to ask him questions and shit. And he's just like, I'm just here so I don't get fined. And he just sat there in silence for 5 minutes until like
And then
they
they
decided
find him anyway. Jesus.
they
Oh,
did find him they did find him anyway. That is true.
oh my God. Oh,
The NFL's sort of a racket, so like that's not a huge surprise, but god damn it, man. Despite the racket, like Marshawn Lynch has proven time and time again to be a stand-up guy.
you remember that time that the NFL's numbers were like dwindling year over year in a very, very serious way?
Mhm.
And the NFL was like, hey, Swifties, would you like football?
Oh man, is this where we decide that the Taylor Swift's latest relationship is actually an NFL psyop? Is that what we're doing today? Let's go, I guess.
You know what? Fuck it. All right, all right. I got to put on my tightest fitting hat. That's what we're doing today. That's what we're fucking doing today.
Oh man, that's real goofy. You know, it was really insane. I think it was satire. Like it had to have been. Otherwise, Brian, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's either satire or it's gibberish, and I'm not 100% sure it is. But my heart of hearts is telling me that it's satire. But there was a Twitter thread that I saw earlier this week that tried to posit. Oh, man, what is this man's name? Brian, you know his name, right?
I don't
The
know
guy
who the fuck you're talking about.
Oh, really? Okay, so Taylor Swift is dating a man named Travis Kelce, right?
Yes.
Travis
Yeah.
Kelce is a football player who's very successful, I believe, for the Kansas City Chiefs.
That's the one.
Okay, so Travis Kelce is dating Taylor Swift, and the post that I saw was positing a theory in which, because of Travis Kelce's experience in the NFL, and the NFL players' propensity for head injuries, that the relationship between Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift could be a grooming attempt by Taylor Swift, because Travis Kelce, considering his head injuries, has the mental maturity of a 17-year-old. That was the argument that this. Yeah, there it is. That was the one. But yeah, that was what this tweet thread was like positing, and I'm like, this has to be satire, right? Otherwise, this is just straight up insane. And like, it included like a link to like a local mental health hospital in Kansas City, suggesting that Travis Kelce visit them to get help. And I was like, maybe they're concerned, but like at best, this is misguided. Like, this is ridiculous. It's like, come on.
All right. This sounds like the absolute kind of top tier dog shit.
Mm-hmm.
Our podcast benefits from me reading in a funny voice.
Okay.
Let's see here. Also, I'm really glad that I'm Googling Travis Kelce grooming right now.
Oh man, yeah, that sounds about right. Oh yeah, there we go. Travis Kelce grooming. Wild internet theory claims Taylor Swift is grooming Travis Kelce. Yeah, there it is.
Jesus. All right. Hem.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. For the last couple of months, football and music fans have joined forces to support today's most beloved couple in the entertainment world, Taylor Swift and Kansas City's tight end, Travis Kelce. However, not all the attention the couple is receiving is positive. While the majority are happy for the lover singer, a few are claiming the relationship is problematic. A user on X, former Twitter, posted a controversial tweet that has people divided. She questioned Taylor and Travis's relationship and the age gap between them. Isn't that a huge gap? Is there even an age gap between the hot couple? Taylor Swift, as we all know, Rocky, because we all can check a fucking house. Oh my god! Why is there a waiting period on Slapnuts? All right.
Oh my god, Brad, relax, man.
Taylor Swift, as we all know, what the fuck is this sentence? Taylor Swift, as we all know, is 33 years old.
About to turn 34.
Oh my god.
Well, so they're definitely talking to their audience at culturacollectiva.com. Like, I don't think this is on USA Today or anything like that. You know what I mean? Like, probably fine.
What many ignore
Uh-huh.
is that Travis Kelce was born the same year as a musician.
Mm-hmm.
So there really isn't an age gap, as a matter of fact.
Mm-hmm.
Travis is older than Taylor for only 2 months.
Correct.
So what is she talking about?
Wait for it.
God. Can we talk about the problematic mental age gap between these two? And how Taylor might actually be grooming Travis?
Yeah.
Shared X user at dipshit.
Oh my god. Yeah, we don't have to do that.
So this user claims there's a huge mental age gap between them, mainly because I'm assuming that should be assumes, and that because of the way that like online media works, they just fired all their editors.
Well, assures still works in this case, because the rest of the sentence assures is okay. I don't think that's a misspelling.
Okay, she assures Travis Kelce has some sort of mental degradation due to that should be assumes.
Wait for it. Finish the sentence.
That she assures Travis Kelce has some sort of mental degradation due to the many concussions he's allegedly experienced through his career. Period. That's an assumed.
No. If you allegedly experience, because she is sure that's what she's doing. She's assuring her audience Travis Kelce has some sort of mental degradation due to the many concussions. She didn't say allegedly concussions. The article saying allegedly. It's a confusingly written sentence, but it is still grammatically correct.
Shout outs to the end of media. If you'd like to, please go to avclub.advertisements/tide-detergent.biz.com/impossible-coin to get a discount on your Tide detergent. As we all know, football players (parentheses) and athletes from other sports like rugby (close parentheses) have a risk of suffering from concussions from their craft. Travis Kelce knows very well about that. Oh my God, there are no editors left. We have killed all the editors. Oh my God. As he suffered serious head injuries in the past years. According to his record, he has suffered 2 grade 1 cranial concussions. One in 2017, the other in 2018.
Those things are true.
But were they as terrible to cause mental degradation?
Who knows?
Oh God! You know what? I can't read this anymore. It's too stupid. Rocky,
it's really stupid. I told you it was stupid. What did I say? I said it's either gibberish or satire.
I'm not Rocky. Friend Rocky. Rocky.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't say that you said it was smart. I didn't say that.
No, that's fair.
I just said I ran out of life crystals.
No. I totally get that. I'm sorry. What I'm saying is that that was the preface. That was the warning that I put on the tin. This is probably stupid, but it's either stupid on purpose or it's stupid on accident. Either way, it's stupid. That's what I meant to say.
It's so bad. It's so fucking bad.
Hold on. Let me pick this up for you, though, okay? Because, if you can't walk anymore, I think I can carry you in this, right?
Thank you.
According to this user, there are tweets that, quote, show the severity of his mental degradation. After consulting a special educator, we have determined Travis Kelce's mental age to be 17 years. This is plain and clear grooming. This is gibberish. But the Twitter/X user did provide their alleged evidence, and it's this tweet written by Travis Kelce about 12 years ago. Actually, April 14, 2011. Travis Kelce tweeted, "I just gave a squirrel a piece of bread." Piece is misspelled, but and it straight smashed all of it. I had no idea they ate bread like that. Ha ha! Hashtag
Rocky,
crazy.
Rocky.
What up, Brian?
Rocky,
what up?
Rocky.
Yeah.
I have a question related to math.
Sure, man. Let's go. What's your question, man?
Okay. So he got fucking hit in the nugget in 2017.
That's correct. Yeah.
He got hit in the fucking nugget in 2018.
Yeah.
He gave the squirrel a fucking peanut in 2011.
Yeah, a piece of bread, but yeah, who's counting? Yeah.
Rocky.
I
have a question.
Sure. What's your question, man?
What's our trebuchet budget?
I don't know if we have one of those. We can talk about it at the next meeting, but I don't know if we have one of those.
Can we get a fucking trebuchet budget?
You know what? We'll make it an imperative action item, like DEFCON 1 or whatever.
Okay, because all right, here's what I'm fucking saying, right? Mm-hmm. Here's what I'm fucking saying.
Yeah.
Okay. Follow me on this. Sure. Follow me here.
Mm-hmm.
If you're the person, okay,
I'm
going to assume that you did one of two things. One, make your post in good faith and are as dumb as shit.
Yeah, sure, possibly.
Okay.
Yeah.
2, are doing it for the fucking lulz.
I'm pretty sure, yeah. But there's a chance.
Okay. So you're either dumb as shit or are doing it for the lulz.
Right, correct. Yeah.
Okay. So, now, let's assume you're what I like to call media outlet Tia.
Sure. Yeah. like Cultura Collectiva. Actually, it's collect. Man, there should be another L in Collectiva, right? It's fine. We'll leave it alone. What's up? What do
Okay.
you say?
So
Medium.
your media outlet, Tia. And let's say you're a brash idiot reporter.
Sure.
In fact, you know what? We're now going to recreate this moment via live improv.
Sure. Let's get it.
Because it's what we do. And we're going to call it a brief piece called The Way the World Should Be. And why don't you be brash reporter wearing suspenders and a bow tie?
Sure.
And I'll be dead inside editor who drinks too much bourbon.
Okay. Yeah, like the old days. Let's do.
Exactly. And him. Scene start.
Hey, boss. You hear this Taylor Swift rumor been going around?
What rumor is that? Brash
Apparently.
Suspenders.
Well, you know she's dating that tight end from Kansas City. What's his name? Kels?
I thought it was pronounced Kelsey, but I've never actually heard anyone say it out loud. But continue.
Yeah. So Kels, right? They're a cute couple and all. Everyone's super excited about it, but it turns out we had a brief consultation with a special educator, and it looks like Travis Kelce's mental age is only about 17 years old. That would constitute an illicit relationship between a 17-year-old and a 34-year-old, would it not?
All right. I have a question.
Yeah.
What do you have to substantiate such an outrageous accusation?
Well, again, we had this consultation, which I'm absolutely willing to share the documentation for, but also just look at this tweet, boss. Look at this tweet that he wrote. Do you think this is from a grown man, an adult human man capable of courting the Taylor Swift?
Okay, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
When did he write the tweet?
Give me 1 second. Check that, boss. Looks like mid-April. Ides of April 2011. It looks like.
Okay. And when did the events that supposedly impacted his mental abilities occur?
Well, boss, I got that right here. It looks like he suffered 2 grade 1 head cranial concussions, one in 2017, one in 2018.
So what you're saying is that in the Ides of April, he was just suffering from the lack of an edit button.
I mean, it's probably worse than that, boss. He's been playing football his whole life. These are just the ones that we have documented from the NFL. Who knows how deep this goes?
Who knows how deep this goes? Do you want to know how deep what goes? I want to tell you how deep something goes.
Boss?
On my ass, I have a polonial cyst.
Oh, God.
I need to get it lanced, okay? Okay?
Okay, boss.
I'm going to get it lanced.
So
that way I can sit all comfy style on the toilet.
Well,
that's what I'm going to do.
Hmm?
But before I do that, I'm going to let you go.
You mean go do the story, boss?
No. I mean, as in pursue other employment opportunities because this is fucking ridiculous. You are literally turning someone's shitpost tweet into a whole article. And I swear to God, we did this just last week when people could hear the fucking Taylor Swift movie through the wall when they tried to go see the Martin Scorsese movie. And I swear to God, I only owe so much rope. So I'm going to need you to fucking either come back with a different article or pack up your desk.
But this is Cultura Collectiva. Boss, we've been through so much together.
Look, I appreciate that, but it's the modern media landscape. Okay? Billionaires are blowing up fucking rockets on the weekend because they're bored.
Got it. I got you loud and clear, boss. I'll come back with another Elon Musk story. Give me like 2 shakes.
All right. You know what? That works. Fucking do it. My dick is hard for that.
Oh,
Scene. Jesus Christ. Al, write your name. Oh my God.
Oh man. Oh, you missed the last part, which is So they do say at the end of the article. So I don't know, you guys, but this doesn't prove anything. As a matter of fact, there's no real medical evidence that could prove Travis Kelce has any mental issues other than the ones he shared publicly, and that has nothing to do with his mental age. The Kansas City
But you
players.
sure did see some ads for Tide.
Yeah, right. So far is a matter of supposition. But where this user's theory goes down the drain is the alleged persecution that she claims she's having from Taylor Swift. After her controversial tweet, the user shared that she and her, quote, team at the Bay Area Child Development Center believe Taylor is now in control of Travis and his phone. So she urged followers who believe Taylor had hacked their phones to contact her. Seriously? Does she think Taylor, the most busy and important star of the moment, is hacking phones to stop with the bad reputation? Okay, it doesn't end there. She's even posted this. Breaking. Taylor Swift responds with blocking me and my team. We will keep doing everything possible to save Travis from her clutches. Like, you know.
Okay, all right. I want this person to know that there is like multiple decades of bad karma focused on them as if they were an ant horse fucking a piece of sugar on the playground. That they're like, yeah, I'm horse fucking this piece of sugar. I'm a worker ant. And I want them to know that their behavior is representative of like the public sacrifice attempts of Britney Spears and the successful public sacrifice attempts of Princess Diana. Please get fucked and realize that like you will not succeed. Like Taylor Swift is like the end of Midsummer. The guy is in the fucking Triangle House getting burned in a bear costume. Like you're not going to win. You're not going to win. He's in the bear costume.
Oh my God.
You lose. You lose. Taylor Swift she's got the flower crown. She's fine. She's high as fuck and she's got the flower crown. Like what are you doing?
Oh
what are you
God.
fucking doing? Like you're not gonna like the idea of like weird public sacrifice of Taylor Swift is no longer possible. Like she has amassed too much power. You cannot kill her.
Oh man. Okay, Brian, I want to talk to you about a video game if that's cool.
I'm sorry, did you say you want to talk about video games?
I want to talk to you about a video game.
Okay, what's up, everybody? This is Impossible Coin. We're a video game podcast, despite what you might think.
Allegedly.
Jesus Christ.
But I did want to talk to you about this game because I think you might actually like it, personally. Yeah.
Okay.
It is it's called Gubbins, right? Gubbins.
Okay.
It's available wherever you download your apps. And Gubbins is a word game that was put together over the past couple of years. It's been meticulously beta tested, and now it's live on basically every app store. And what it is, it's a small like word game that is kind of like a build your own kind of Scrabble sort of thing. But there are like little mix-ins. Like there's the things that you play with, like the tiles, they're called gubbins, and it's because some of them are alive and they do things. Sometimes they lock up spaces. Sometimes they just like create letters on the board that you have to interact with.
Cute. Oh my God.
Yeah, congratulations. Welcome to Gubbins. And the cool thing about it is that it is completely free to play. You can play Gubbins. You can just download it and you can just start playing. It's not a big deal. And you can play it indefinitely. But the thing is that you get about like one play per day, kind of like a Wordle. And there are microtransactions, but they're all basically tied to just getting more plays per day. So if you just want to pop in, play a little Gubbins, whenever you feel like it, you totally can. And again, it's available wherever you can download apps.
Oh, this is so cute.
Got
it.
Easy free.
Oh, look at them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, look at these big boys.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pressing a button.
Enjoy it, Brian. I hope you have fun, honestly. I think it hits a lot of particular spots that I think you particularly enjoy. It's a game that's one you can play on your phone. It's mobile, it's portable. You do like word games, and you like games that don't try to trap you in like an endless loop of interaction. Instead, it's a game that takes up the space that it wants to take up, and then it lets you go.
I
You
love
know?
games that don't hate me.
Yeah, true. I hear that.
Yeah, which is an increasingly narrower category.
Yeah, they definitely realizing that that's not where the money is, but that's okay. These people are fine. Like they're doing what they're doing, and they're very happy about it.
Oh, these sweet summer childs.
Hmm.
Oh, I see that there is apparently a $6 category just simply called Infinite Play. I
Yeah,
can just give them $6 and they'll leave me alone.
yeah, that's true. That's how it goes.
Oh, I'll give you $6, children. Oh, it's so innocent. They'll just let me give them a $6 to fuck off.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh man. So yeah, I'm glad I could share that with you, Brian.
Oh, oh my. Okay, everyone. I just want to let you know I just downloaded Gubbins,
Mm-hmm.
and like their first task is like they say like they want to show you how to make words, and they're like, let's make words, and they have a tray
Mm-hmm.
which have the letters P and Y in the tray,
Right.
and there are three letters that you can add to the tray,
Mm-hmm.
and they are HAP.
Mm-hmm.
It's very clear what they want you to do,
Mm-hmm.
and it's so cute. They're like, yes. I just felt happy for them.
It's a wonderful, wholesome little game. Like, as far as I can tell, no shenanigans, and like I listened to the company before, there nothing really illicit that's going on as far as I can tell. No scandals, no abuse, no like, farm like donating money to like oil farming in like Africa or anything like that. It's just like it's a nice little video game that seemed to be made by decent people that want to just put something out into the world that doesn't want to bankrupt you or anything like that. It's very chill. Gubbins. I do want to tell you about another thing. You don't have to pick it up right now. But it's there's a Sonic fan game that has been making the rounds recently, called Sonic and the Fallen Star.
Okay.
Sonic and the Fallen Star is apparently made by like a one-man team. It's free to download. It's a very small package. It's like megabytes in size.
Oh, cool.
And it plays just about on any PC. I don't know if it's on any app stores or anything, but it plays on PC. It has controller support. Like I have like an Elite Xbox Elite controller that I use for a lot of games now on my PC. And like I just started up the game and it figured out that I had a controller connected and it just gave me like the 2-button like jump, but like it looks like it's tuned to work with like a Sega Genesis controller because USB Sega Genesis controllers are actually surprisingly affordable. And so like you can just play it on that. And it's a bespoke like 2D like Sonic side scrolling game. Like kind of like, classic Sonic or like, Mania and stuff. It's very good. The level design is very much designed that like, if you get stuck someplace, if you go up or like to the left, then you'll probably find your way forward. The end of the first stage is just like a little boss fight that has unique running around Sonic stuff, but like is intuitive enough for people who are familiar with the genre. It's good stuff. Sonic and the Fallen Star, I've had a good time with so far. Haven't finished it yet, but it looks like it's leading to like the standard 7 levels, 7 Chaos Emeralds, and then you get a supersonic run at the end. You can play from the beginning as Sonic or Tails, has built-in like couch co-op. So you can just do that if you really want to. It seems pretty good.
Lean in, developers. Lean in, developers. Here to tell you, if you offer us crouch co-op, we might be interested.
I could see something in that. There's definitely something of value in there.
Yeah. We're mirthful. We're weird.
True enough.
Yeah.
I also have been playing a dice like roguelite, which apparently seems to be my favorite flavor of roguelite at this point. This one's called Dicey Dungeons, and basically you are a person who's entered some crazy game show run by Lady Luck, who turns you into a die and makes you fight through like these dungeons in the hopes of winning a prize. You get to name your own prize, but it seems like she's kind of jerking around a bit. But there are 6 unique characters that you play with, and they all have like a gimmick associated with them, except for like Warrior. Warrior is very straightforward. It's like you hit things and you win. But like Rogue, for example, at least in the first run, has an ability that can can summon like 5 ones or 4 ones at once, and like all of your abilities are based off of like low rolls. So like you build out your character to try to make sure that you have as many die of low numbers as possible, to the point of like splitting larger die into smaller numbers or re-rolling and things like that. There's also a robot character that has like an auto roll, but like it just kind of sums up your rolls over the course of the sequence, over the course of the turn. And if you hit a certain number, then you get a jackpot. You get like a bonus ability that to spend. But if you overshoot it, you know, it like ruins your whole turn, like blackjack. And so there are a couple other characters. I don't want to talk too much about them right now, but like there are a couple other characters that lead to very interesting and varied like play styles that are built around dice. And the game is pretty big overall. Like it's not hard to get like a complete like run out of it. Like you don't have to throw 30 hours to clear it once or something like that. But it does want you to clear it about 36 times, but each run like basically has a different flavor to it. Like the second like Rogue run, for example, gives you a different quote limit break, which is like your special ability. And it gives you like, and based off that limit break, which you get by taking damage or whatever, you can activate by taking damage. There are different ways that you want to build out your run over the course of it. It's a very great, very small game. It's very colorful. There's a lot of really great enemy design. The music is like probably some of the best parts of like bouncy and like bubbly chiptune stuff. I've been having a lot of fun with it over the past couple of weeks. I know I bought it like years ago, but I've only touched it like on and off since then. And I picked it up recently again because I don't know, I just want to touch more dice stuff. And I've been having a lot of fun.
Well, they just sold a copy of their iOS iteration while you were talking.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I hope you have fun with it, man. Like Dicey Dungeons is a very good time. It's a very well-tuned video game. I haven't like I've never lost. I have yet to lose a run where it's just like, oh man, like I just got fucked and this was bullshit. Like sometimes like, you know what, I could have made a different choice like a couple fights ago or something like that. And then like I get back in. Also, it has a very great get back in quality into it. You know, because you know a lot of games, you know, sometimes when they're bigger, it's like you lose and now you got to go through a slew of menus, and it's just like 3 minutes before you're suddenly playing again. And like Dicey Dungeons, when you lose or whatever, it's very much like tap, 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 I'm back in. And that's very cool. Actually, another game like that has been brought to my attention by one of our patrons, so Zero Ranger, which is a shmup that's like chasing like a much older aesthetic. I wanted to say it was like a Neo ZX, but that's not right. But it's a pixel like shmup, and it uses 2 colors, which are green and orange, and like various like gradients of those colors, and then like black as like its background. And it starts out as a shmup, but there's a very cool thing that happens about halfway through where your little ship gets an upgrade that straight up turns it into a mech, and then you become like insanely powerful. And you know, there's 3 difficulty levels. I haven't beaten all of them yet. I'm working on my clear on the standard difficulty level, which is called Green Orange. I've beaten White Lotus a couple times now. And like the main difference between the difficulty levels is just that they hand you a lot more extra lives in like the White Lotus version. Like it's much easier to like rack those up. And in Zero Ranger at first, or at Green Orange level, it's very much like you have 3 lives until like you hit a point threshold, and that'll give you an extra life. So it rewards you like, learning the stages and like memorizing like the patterns and stuff, like, how shmups of old used to be. One thing that is different about it though is that as you play through it, it kind of functions a little bit like a roguelite, where instead of like giving you extra lives, which like, when you get hit and your ship explodes, another ship appears. As you continue to play, based on like your performance, you unlock more like retries, where like you can start at the beginning of your level after all of your lives are depleted, and you can basically play over again. And so at the moment, I'm at 7 retries, 3 lives each on my green orange run, and it is a challenge because there's a lot going on to shmup. Like they're definitely throwing the kitchen sink at you, but it's cool. I'm having a great time.
I want to talk just very, very, very briefly
Okay.
about how cool it feels to intentionally lose a ship in Galaga and then recapture it so that way you can have dual ships.
That shit is cool.
Can we talk about like, so the question I have is, what video games have made you feel as clever as intentionally losing a ship in Galaga does? Because that is, yeah, I know, right? Because that is like the fucking like, that is the rarefied, pure sensation of just like, oh god, like, oh yeah, I'm so clever. It feels good to give over a ship. Like, oh no, game, I'm so bad at you, I swear. Wah, wah. Like it feels good. It feels good, and then to like reclaim the ship and all of a sudden just like have dual fire. Oh god. So what other games feel as good as that, like intentionally losing a ship, reclaiming a ship moment as Galaga?
That's a different
As,
thing. It's kind of like
as
showing your
far as
hand.
like the cleverness, because like obviously there are games that like feel good for other reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go through my stuff at the moment. I'm trying to think of something in like recent memory.
There's something about the way that like Galaga is like agnostic in its reaction to you like losing the ship. Like, because it doesn't like cast judgment.
Sure.
It feels really good because it's just like, I have your ship, beep boop. You're like, all right, fucko, enjoy it for like 2 seconds, and then you get it back. Oh. The only other thing I can think of offhand, is the warp zone in Super Mario Brothers 1-2.
Well, actually, there was a thing I was talking about with Hennessy earlier today, because we were talking a bit about some of the exploits that we did in Monster Hunter Iceborne.
Okay.
And in Iceborne, well, like in Monster Hunter in general, there's one of the things that's key to like articulating the way that you want to play the game is basically using these like gems to like to really modify your stats or augment your skills. And one gem that Hennessy used to love playing with was this kind of I forget what it's actually called, but it's a gem that basically makes it so that abilities that are normally unblockable become blockable. Except he doesn't play with any defensive weapons, like say like something with a shield, like say like gun lance or lance or anything like that. He plays with greatsword, and greatsword is honestly less of a sword and more of like a slab of metal that you're bonking enemies with. But it does have a block on it. And so one thing that he did pretty often is that he would turn to block, and like blocking with Great Sword does two things in exchange, since it doesn't actually have a shield. One, you still take damage, but you take like significantly reduced damage, but you'll never die if you successfully block something. And two, it costs you sharpness, which means that the next time you swing the sword, you'll deal less damage. But when we were taking on one of the toughest challenges in that game, which is called an Arc-Tempered Kolve Teroth, which is this massive dragon that lives in these subterranean caves that melts gold around its body to protect itself / adorn itself. When we got to like the last phase of it, we corner it in this circular cave where it breathes fire so hot that it starts raining like gold down on top of us. Brian was trying to like hold its attention by standing in front of it, and it uses a fire breath that like literally melts the gold around you for about 4 seconds. And so like you're not supposed to be able to stand in it and survive. But what Brian ended up doing is that he saw the breath coming out, and he held up his sword to guard and literally survived with a sliver of HP. And then canceled his guard into basically one of the strongest attacks in the game, which is an overhead chop that knocked the Kolve Teroth onto the ground so that the rest of us could pile on damage. And he was just kind of freaking out. He didn't think he could do it, but he did it. And that was really cool.
Oh. And that sounds like a good time.
It was, man. Fucking Monster Hunter. But yeah, like Zyuranger is sick. Thanks again, Twan, for putting it on my radar, for honestly putting it in my library. And I'm still having a great time with it. Like it's definitely a great like kind of cooldown game. But I'm gonna get this green orange clear, and then maybe I'll take on the third difficulty. It looks terrifying, but I'm down. I am also playing a game that is very mean. It's a ROM hack of Pokemon Emerald called Pokemon Inclement Emerald. It's actually a difficulty hack. There's a lot of things that it does that Pokemon just straight up doesn't. For example, every Pokemon encounter in the game, whether you're fighting a wild Pokemon or a trainer, scales to the trainer's levels. Basically like an average of levels based off of like your team. And gym leaders specifically, to function as proper boss battles, run competitive level teams, like teams that you would see like in like someone who's playing Pokemon for money. Like they also scale based off of the strongest Pokemon in your team. So it's important to go into gym battles with not only an appropriate team, but a balanced team as well. Like you can't just rely on one Pokemon to sweep. And I recently challenged the Fortree City Gym Leaders team, who runs a flying type team. Brian, I know you don't play a lot of Pokemon, but I'm sure you're familiar with like flying types in some capacity.
Yes.
Okay. As you may know, one of the common things about flying types is that they are a famously vulnerable typing. Like flying type Pokemon are weak to the common attacking types of electric, ice, and rock. However, when you take on the gym leader in Fortree City, her team, first off, it's a double battle, so you like fight 2 Pokemon at a time. And the core concept behind her team is that all of her team, while technically flying type, are meant to take advantage of the fact that flying type Pokemon are immune to ground type moves. And there is a very powerful ground type move that is a staple in any competitive team, which is Earthquake. And Earthquake, being a powerful ground type move, has the added bonus of checking all of the threats to flying type Pokemon. Ice, ground, and electric. So it becomes very difficult to fight her on even keel because her team is designed to just hit you with Earthquake twice a turn to smoke any of the Pokemon that would normally threaten her type. It was a challenge. It took me about 3 hours to beat her on stream last week, but it was a very satisfying win. Once I figured out how to augment my team making these like micro adjustments to like make it so my team could actually fight against the thing. It was very cool. Very wild though. It's definitely not for everyone, but I do appreciate the challenge.
I had a thought.
What's up?
There were some Pokemon leaks
Mm-hmm.
in the last couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Did you play with those? Did you go look see like what's going to be on the next Pokemon game?
I haven't, not yet. But I did see some of the notices. Is there anything that catch your eye?
I did not. I did not do the thing.
All right.
I figure that my Pokemon experts would let me know what I needed to know from the leak.
I mean, the leaks that I've been seeing are pointing to like the like upcoming like DLC for Pokemon Scarlet Violet, and it looks like there's also supposed to be like a spin-off in the works. Oh, and there's something for like Unite that I haven't looked into yet. I don't know. I'm actually a lot more interested in some of the stuff that we know that is confirmed. Like, have you seen the new trailer for Pokemon Concierge?
I have not.
Okay. Well, it is in our upcoming releases channel in our Discord. So if anyone is in our Discord, you can probably find it there. But Pokemon Concierge is a Pokemon story that follows a young woman named Haru, who is a new employee at a Pokemon resort. And so her job is to make sure that Pokemon have the most like restful, enjoyable experience at the resort. That's her entire job. And so, there's no battling, no like gym leaders or anything like that. It's just about people hanging out with Pokemon, making sure they're having a good time. And the presentation of the series is animation, but not in the way that you think. It's a fully stop motion project, using dolls and kind of like they're not called.
It's adorable.
It is adorable. Mm-hmm. It looks really good. Netflix announced that it's going to show up in late December, so it's after Christmas. It's like the 28th, and it's just like a relaxing, wholesome Pokemon story. At least from what I can tell, Haru is trying to get to the core of what's making this little Psyduck anxious on the resort trip, while also building relationships and making sure that the Pokemon they're having a good time. And like it's very Pokemon forward, it's not like a person that's like on their own like drama trip with like like a direct like romance, and like she's definitely the main character, but it's about like her interactions with Pokemon as opposed to like her like drama story with like Pokemon around her, which is very interesting. I know the Pokemon Company, that's not like really new for them, but sometimes like when these kind of projects get like announced, you see like that they kind of miss the point. And so like I'm glad that it seems like they're staying on target here.
Same.
Mm-hmm.
Same. I'm sorry. I'm trying to pry thoughts about the death of physical media from my head, but my head has been replaced by ads for Doritos. So
oh man.
So
I don't think
all I can tell you to do is like have a nacho cheese or Cool Ranch day.
It's actually a little funny. So the other week I got a an inkling, an itch, if you will, to watch one of my favorite anime series again, Eureka 7.
Okay.
I love that series. It's so good, but it's kind of an ordeal for some people to introduce. It's 52 episodes split across 4-ish 5 seasons, depending on how you really want to cut it. but I love it, and I could probably watch it forever. And one of the first things that I did when I got this itch was like look it up to see where if it was streaming anywhere, and it turns out it's still streaming on Funimation. And I did have a Funimation subscription a while back, but I canceled it once I heard that the Crunchyroll like acquisition of Funimation or Sony's acquisition of Funimation went through, and the news with their plan to like fuse the two subscriptions. And I canceled my subscription, believing at the time that like my Crunchyroll subscription would still give me access to the Funimation catalog. That turned out to not be the case. So like we kind of just have to wait for the merger to play out before I get access to those things. Yep. And so I was thinking, well, whatever. Like I could probably watch all of Eureka 7 over the course of a month. And, you know, I still probably could. But the thing is, I am a busy guy. You know this about me, Brian, but like I'm always sort of going or doing something, you know? And so I was like, I don't know if I can reasonably create the space and still live up to my obligations and watch this in the course of a month. And then I thought about it for like 2 months, and that was like, what, like $25 to watch 2 episodes a day, essentially, to get through the series, which I still probably could do. But then I decided, you know what? I know there's a DVD, a Blu-ray box set of this series someplace, right? And so I started poking around. I ended up on Amazon, and Amazon told me that, yeah, sure, we'll give you the 6-disc Blu-ray collection of this series. It's $100, no big deal. And I was like, damn, $100? But like I could watch it whenever. So I was thinking about it as an investment. But then I looked again, and I found an eBay seller, some dude in Mississippi, that was apparently offering it for $25. And I'm like, hey, that's what I was going to pay Funimation. I could just have it forever. But then again, you know, it's eBay. You know, it's not that like eBay's untrustworthy, but you got to do your research. So I looked into it a little bit. I poked around their store. It seemed to be legit. And they offered free shipping if you buy a little bit more. So I ended up also picking up the Blu-ray of the Super Mario movie to, you know, bring my card up to snuff so I get free shipping because I hadn't watched that either. And, you know, I gave it a couple weeks and they showed up. It was real. So it turns out to shake out, you know. I mean, I don't know how much new stuff is going to get printed, but if Theater Camp ever ends up getting a Blu-ray, I think I might pick that up too. Who knows?
Jeez. So I'm looking at this document.
Sure.
And there appear to be other video games that you would like to talk about before I dig into the new Hearthstone expansion.
Okay, I do want to say just to that one, I'm going to add an extra one because I did only have one left. But I did want to mention I have re-downloaded League of Legends. I'm playing a little bit again. I'm still retired from ranked. I'm not going to touch it. But I have a friend of mine that is trying to get better at the game that has been putting it off for years for a couple of reasons. But he's trying to take it seriously. And he keeps calling me. Like, he calls me and he tries to tell me about what's going on. And it's nothing against my friend, but he's a bit of an unreliable narrator. And so I looked up his account and I didn't get the answers that I wanted. So I ended up re-downloading the game so I could spectate some of his games and watch his stuff. And I've been doing a bit of that. And, you know, I decided to play a little bit because my hands kind of miss the motions, you know, the vibes. And so I'm being cautious about it. I don't want to play any ranked because, again, if I lose like 2 games, then I lose the rank that I spent this whole year building up to, which I don't want to imagine personally. But also because of the way they're changing the seasons, there is no preseason this year. And even though the World's Championship was yesterday, which means we normally have like a week left on the season before the season is over and you can't earn rewards, it's been extended till like when the next season starts, which is January 2nd. So I have 2 months to not fuck this up. So I just want to say that for a point of transparency, because I didn't want to show up in mid-December and be like, hey, I played 2 games, I cracked and I fucked up. Like I'm putting this in front of myself. But I don't want to worry too much about that right now. The thing that I want to talk about is what is potentially, at least on my list, game of the year. I know that there's a lot of other stuff that's been happening. What's up, Brian?
Tell me more.
Yeah, I want to talk about Sea of Stars, man. Sea of Stars is like a brilliant contained RPG experience. It's some of the best like RPG writing that I've seen in a long time. It's cheesy for sure. But like the characters are so well like illustrated, and the action and the emotional punches are so well articulated. And I had so much fun just playing it. I don't think it's like a great puzzle box per se. Like as far as like the solutions to like winning a battle isn't like super deep or anything. Like there's a couple ways to deal a lot of damage. And like if you master the action commands, the game becomes a breeze. So you're not going to get like the itch that you're not going to be able to deal with like the itch that you would get from something like the harder ends of like Persona games or even like Shin Megami Tensei. But the game's like combat is simple and fulfilling, and it just wants you to press some buttons sometimes, honestly. And if you get good at Moonerang, most fights just become like an easy thing to deal with. But the world is like lush and brilliant and beautiful to look at, and it presents you with all sorts of like questions and mysteries to explore. And in your quest to like learn everything about the world, or even just try to get all the characters to what ultimately ends up being the true ending that resolves all of the literally like all of the presented like story hooks in a satisfying way, is a truly enjoyable experience. Like the worst thing that I had to do was like a collectathon where I had to find these conches, but even then, like it's nowhere near the kind of thing that you have like in modern day games where you have to find 200 of these things in the weirdest nooks and crannies, or like 1,000 of these things that are just tedious to pick up. It was like 60 in a very tightly controlled world. It introduced this beautifully like, oh god, I think I've already told you about this mini game that they had in the game, right, Brian? It was called Wheels, and it's like a tabletop mini game that you play within Sea of Stars. And there's a whole like side quest dedicated to it where you travel the world and play various people. And as you play the people, you get like new pieces to experiment with and new ways to like interact with like the board. It's super cool. It's a comprehensive RPG experience. It's everything that RPGs are supposed to be. Personally, like, and you know, maybe there's something preachy behind that, but like when people say that it stands alongside like the best Final Fantasies and like Chrono Trigger and shit, they're not lying to you. Like this is the good shit. If you want to play an RPG and feel good about the experience for the people that you interacted with and the stories that like that you swim through, this is the kind of stuff that we're talking about. Sea of Stars is brilliant, man. But you know, not everyone will play it. But Sabotage Studios, the people that made it, are going to be just fine. I promise. And I look forward to the next thing that they put out, whatever that may be.
Man, hmm.
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 True.
Hmm. What a country! I don't know.
Yeah, I hear that.
Okay. So you said it was the last game that you wanted to bring to us.
Yeah, that was it. Sea of
What else
Stars.
you got, man? What else you got?
I mean, we could talk about stuff. I mean, there's a couple of, I mean, we haven't been here for a while. So, like, there's a good chunk of news that's been around, things that we haven't gotten to yell about, things that we could discuss, you know, like adults or whatever. Or, you know, just like highlighting some of the small wins that have been showing up. Pick your poison, Brian.
Give me a yell. Give me a yell.
Okay. You're gonna hate this. Okay.
God.
This is pretty old. This is about like 6 weeks old now, but it's not news. It's just something to yell about. I'm just gonna read this headline to you. All right, and we're just gonna take it from there.
Oh no, that doesn't bode well.
Big Oil is using Fortnite, TikTok, and Twitch in an effort to convince kids that fossil fuels are cool.
Oh no.
As reported by Media Matters earlier this week, Shell Shell, has partnered with map creators to develop, quote, Shell Ultimate Road Trips, a Fortnite world featuring 6 different areas to explore in the car of your choice. In the middle of these worlds, players will find lonely, sad-looking Shell gas stations acting as the map's hub. The campaign, part of Shell's pivot back to focusing on gasoline over cleaner energy sources, is designed to promote the company's, quote, new and improved premium gasoline. The idea is that in the map, players will need to occasionally fill up at Central Shell gas station and use its new V-Power Nitro Plus fuel to successfully navigate obstacles and courses. Now, Brian, I just want to ask you something here. If you played a game like Fortnite, which uses V-Bucks as a currency, you might think that V-Power Nitro Plus fuel is something that they made up, flavored to talk to the children of this generation. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But what if I told you that V-Power Nitro Plus fuel is a real thing that you can buy at a Shell gas station? Is there anything at all that could be construed as nefarious about that?
A little bit, just here and there. I'm dead inside.
It also turns out that Media Matters identified at least half a dozen streamers with a combined Twitch following of over 5.5 million subscribers who helped promote Shell's Fortnite map and fossil fuel products during sponsored streams that racked up over 1 million views. Some of these creators also promoted the sponsored streams on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok to their millions of followers. Media Matters also identified 3 content creators who advertised the Shell X Fortnite map, oh my god, in several videos posted on the gas company's official YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram accounts. Luckily, the kids didn't fall for it. In fact, so many kids, like a Roblox story that I think we talked about a couple years ago, definitely just popped off. And like on the trailer for the map, the top rated comment on it was drop in this season and complete the objective. Do irreparable damage to the environment with Shell. Like the kids know what's up. They aren't falling for it, but Shell is fucking trying.
Well, I just had a robot create art for me.
Okay.
Yeah. And the instructions they gave were big oil is bad, Fortnite Splatoon.
Yo, what's doing in it? It's fine, whatever.
And the results are now in chat.
These are actually real Splatoon like children. Holy shit. Oh man. Yeah, this is almost compelling. This seems like something that someone would actually use as a mock-up. Especially since the Squid Kids don't really normally have hands. Oh my god. But yeah, there you go. There's a yell for you.
Yeah, shout outs to video games because the Squid Kids don't normally have hands.
Oh man. Well, I mean, Shell X Fortnite, like obviously are like the villains here, but the good news is that like they try to do a psyop. That's what they did. They try to do baby's first psyop through Fortnite or whatever, and the kids are not falling for it. The kids, like, I'm glad that the kids are recognizing this attempt for as like nakedly dangerous as it is, but also like I am so elated to have a new generation of children who are just so ready to say fuck Shell gas without even needing to know the history. They got history of their own, it turns out.
Yeah. Do we have other business this week, Rocky?
You know what? We could call it there. I don't mind, honestly. Nothing especially urgent.
Let's do it.
Okay. Well, everyone, thank you for being here with us. This has been an Impossible Coin podcast. Tegan has not been here, and she will be back someday. We promise. She had important Impossible Coin business to take care of, and she'll be back on her own time, hopefully with a huge report. I think she's actually researching the casting for the Legend of Zelda movie, so she might have something to say about that.
I fantasy casted the whole Legend of Zelda on my Blue Sky.
Oh yeah,
I did that.
So you could probably find that. What is this? Is that semi-fake gods.bluesky.social? Is that the one?
It is. It is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can look forward to that. And if you want to see more of what we're doing, it's you can find it where podcasts are found: iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, Spotify, but not SoundCloud. Honestly, fuck SoundCloud. And there's music at the beginning and end of the show. It was created by Big Sach. You can find his work on SoundCloud, SoundCloud.BigSachNJ. But also, he has a band on Bandcamp. God Protect Bandcamp or whatever. And Big Sach's page is Between Rooms at .bandcamp.com. Our logo is also a t-shirt, and it was designed by Laura Moran, who's still, way too good for us. But you can find her on Twitter at Laura Moran. I don't know if she's on Blue Sky yet. Maybe we'll find out. And you can get to us on social media, which is we're on Facebook.
She is
Instagram.
on Blue Sky, like breaking news.
Oh, she is on Blue Sky. Cool.
Yeah.
Is it still just Laura Moran, like Laura Moran,
Yep.
Blue Sky social?
Absolutely.
All right, cool. So keep that simple for everybody. We are also on social media: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Blue Sky, Tumblr, and there's probably something else. I don't know if there's a Pinterest yet, but we'll figure that out someday. But it's all on Possible Coin.
TikTok.
Huh?
We should get a TikTok.
Okay. Maybe we should get into TikTok. I think that's one of the things that has been floating around for a little while. Maybe we'll get there. We'll see. But it's all on Possible Coin. No dashes, underscores, or anything weird like that. In fact, if there is something weird like that, maybe let us know. Especially if you see the logo. We do want to try to nip those in the bud. And we're also on Twitch. We stream a few days a week. Actually, I think it's Monday through Thursday, in addition with Splatoon Saturday. I think that's what it is right now. Maybe that'll change. Who knows? But you can find us at twitch.tv/impossiblecoin. That's where we're at. And, until next time, this is us. This is the show.
Yeah. Well, Ramblers, thanks for hanging out. And may the odds be ever in your favor, and may you be in a movie with Jason Schwartzman where things work out for you.
Sure. Thank you for podcasting.
Thank you for podcasting.
It's official.